the texture pack itself, or
Uh,
if it's just interfering with each other, or what.
I got it to work. The OBS is now working.
The OBS is working?
Yeah, now it's working. So now it's starting to record.
Nice. I do not like this texture pack's torches. It changes them to look really different from everything else.
Yes.
They look
Yes.
all fancy and medieval, and they got 3D animations to them and everything. But like, okay, it also ruins barrel floors.
Yes, it does. I don't know. I don't know what you're looking at.
Uh, the vanilla edits texture pack, it has barrels that now have apples and fish and hay on the top of them. The issue being that you have a build using them, so now the floor is just filled with it.
Fantastic. Yeah, the
It does
barrel
give
floors
negative texture.
are pretty good. Are you still in my castle?
Yeah, I'm at the gatehouse.
Yeah, I haven't done
I'm going
anything
to
on
knock
the inside
it.
of there other than just slowly start building it up.
The
I'm
portal
trying to
frame
get.
is still off center and it still ticks me. Something
Sorry.
about it's just like OCD goes, no.
Yeah. Well, the issue is I would fix
Wait,
it, but
no.
I'm too lazy as it is.
Okay, it's centered with the door, the room is just offset.
Yes. The room is an even number, and
Widen the portal frame.
I don't know.
Take this entire, like, one lane of the room apart, widen the frame, and then put the stripped log back around the outside of it again. It'll line up a lot better.
Nah,
But then the door behind it's messed up, so
exactly.
that's annoying.
So,
Everything about that's annoying. I guess you could shrink the portal, though.
but then you would be able to see the door better.
God damn it, that's just everything about that annoys me.
So, if I were to want to fix that one line of things, I would have to expand the room by one block, destroying 5 buildings on the outside,
Yeah, I was about to
rewire
say,
the
you have to
redstone
expand
door.
everything.
I have to fix everything.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, no. That sounds
Additionally, I'd have to
annoying.
change the length of the room above it, which is the map room, and add more to the roof. Change the wood that's on top of the gatehouse to a different pattern because right now it's stripped log, or stripped log, and then plank. Too much, too much.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Not doing that.
Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's the spaceship thing.
You don't explore much of this world other than your little corner, do you?
Nope. I've been over here at least once, I think.
Interesting.
I like this compact little city area.
Yes, it's that's my sister's build. It's very, very beautiful.
I like that it's really compact because it adds more life to it.
There
That's a
won't
lot of
be,
textures.
you know, you have to watch it. You
Whoa.
have to look at it through vanilla lens because it looks better. But um, yeah, she got the compact idea from my main street. My main street was the first fully detailed spot of my city, and
Wow,
it
that's a
looks
lot of
pretty dope.
books. Floating candles? How did floating candles become a thing?
You, they've always been a thing.
I didn't know you could leave candles floating.
Yeah, they built candles. The person that decided that they wanted candles on the inside of like Minecraft, they built
Yeah.
it with the sole intention of someone building like the Harry Potter um, dining hall.
True.
That was like their
I
whole
see that
inspiration for
perfectly, yeah.
wanting candles. was still kind of mad that we don't have fireflies, but that's okay.
Dude, they promised so much with the wildlife update and then just backed out on it.
Yeah, it's okay. We got what we got. Can't be upset.
I mean, they need to add it back eventually. Just like as a particle effect, fireflies would be awesome. They
Yes.
removed it because frogs can't eat them because it's toxic to them, but it's like, who cares? Just don't make them eat it. Or make them eat it and then they die. Like, it would be also neat if they ate it and died. It would be a cool interaction.
That's very dark.
But it would still be like, look, it's a thing. You're learning now.
Well, if that's the case, then why do rabbits eat carrots? And because if rabbits
Exactly.
eat
So
too many
that
carrots,
also defeats the purpose of them removing fireflies because frogs eat them and it's toxic to them. But then you got rabbits eating carrots as their main food.
exactly.
So it's
So
like,
I mean,
why care?
it's a
If
little
you're not going to
hypocritical.
be across the board consistent, then just don't worry about it.
Well, you also got to understand that whenever rabbits were added, Notch was in control, and then whenever um, frogs were added,
Yeah,
it
because
was a whole
fucking
different team.
Microsoft Mojang versus Notch Mojang.
I would actually honestly say that I enjoy the direction that Minecraft has gone in.
I think they need to fix how they do like making new things so high res and so weirdly different in comparison to things that have been in the game since the beginning of the game. There's a
Well,
lot of issues between like there's new things getting added that just feel modded and they shouldn't be in there.
well,
It's not just
and
like,
if
oh, a
you
new
think
thing
about it,
feels modded, but it's like again, the Strider is really high poly in comparison to the original cow. The cow I don't think has been touched since it was made.
no,
I don't think the textures for the old animals have ever been touched. If
and that's
very
honestly
little
is a
at
good
that.
thing.
Yeah, those are fine, but then they got this like weird mixed blend of things that have more polygons than they should in comparison to older things, which is what gives that uncanny feeling of it being like, okay, there's a weird thing going on here.
All right, I'm gonna say my bit, and then I'm gonna ask you what a polygon is because I don't know what that is. But firstly, what they got going on with like the new stuff is I kind of like that it's kind of alien and kind of different because that makes Minecraft a little bit more, um, a little bit different from other games, and it should be because Minecraft is a very different game. Um, And I do agree that some of this stuff, like the cow, maybe should be reworked, or maybe just be left untouched. Maybe some of the newer mobs in the overworld should be less high res, and the other stuff that are like underground or in other dimensions should be a little bit more. But I don't know. I don't have the answer for that because I don't get paid enough.
Polygon was the wrong word. I was thinking of pixels. It has more pixel counts, but
Okay.
polygon would be like literally angles added every like so often to give it more definition. The more polygons, the harder it is to run something. Okay, I'm being
Okay.
attacked. That's cool. Great. Uh, the thing is that new things are just
Lightning.
higher res than everything else, and it gives off this weird uncanny feel, which is what everybody feels like as everything feels different.
Right. And like the thing is with mine, with my texture pack, is it doesn't really change anything about any of the game or any of the textures. It just puts more pixels there. Like my stone has twice as many pixels. My
If it
cobblestone has
brings
twice as many.
if it brings everything to the same quote unquote art style, as in more pixels, it would look good. But the thing is, like base game vanilla, it has this weird blend of both things, where you've got both low pixel counted resolution blocks that have been in the game since the beginning, and you've got other things that are being added retroactively, current update style things that are just way higher poly than everything else.
Okay. I mean,
which is what gives off that weird feel of it being different and not fit the same style. It doesn't feel vanilla because it's got that weird thing to it.
I see.
A lot of people, I don't believe a lot of the people that scream about how Minecraft died after 1.8, which is just shut the fuck up, you're cringe. But there's people who are like, oh, no, it died at 1.8, and I'm like, cry about it. I don't care. The game feels great up until like the newest stuff. There's another reason that people say that the new updates aren't good either is because a lot of the new updates don't add progression. They just overstuff stuff. It's also made Minecraft a lot easier. Caves and Cliffs made it to where diamonds spawn more often. There's other things where it was like it's easier to the villager trading. It's much easier to get diamonds and stuff that way too. They literally will sell you diamond gear. Enchanting, you don't need to do that anymore. Just become a slave owner. All you have to do is become a slave owner. It's so much easier. Don't play the game, just do that. Which is
Well, yeah,
one thing I don't like.
that's a
One of the
fair
things that
point.
they pointed out was the Nether update did add progression because Netherite is something that is not just a replacer, it's an upgrade. You upgrade from diamond, you don't just get rid of it. You take your stuff and you move on. It's something you don't necessarily need either, but it's nice to have. And it also made it a lot more difficult because the Nether was just kind of stroll around, find a fortress, get your stuff, leave. There was no real reason to stay otherwise. It also made them 3 times rarer. They don't spare fortresses don't spawn as rare as commonly anymore, which made it more difficult. And the progression of the game was slowed down, but was given some extra to it. Because if you think about it, the last update that was progression based and actually added stuff towards the progression of the game was, I think they said back in like 2011 was when the end was updated.
Yeah, the end was updated in 2011. But
Yeah.
the thing is that I'm gonna say is the beauty of Minecraft and the reason why I love it so much is because you don't have to play like how everyone else plays. I mean, yes, really easy to build a villager trading hall, but there's no game rules saying that you have to build a trading hall.
It's the funny man.
Hey,
It's
Duncan.
the funny man.
My dick. Oh.
Like, but that's the thing though, is that you don't have to play Minecraft like how everyone else plays, and I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah, Minecraft has a lot of ways to play it.
Like I did a
In
lot of
addition, there's mods and everything too, so if you feel like something's missing, just add it. Probably been made for it.
you and I would get along with the mod thing. And you just
Yeah.
it's like, can we do that? Maybe we can do that.
Yeah, mods do
Pierce's
add a
way
lot.
of making Minecraft better is building with spruce.
True. It is very
Featuring the
satisfying.
spruce wood block. What's your current obsessive wood?
I use it. In fact, well, it uses spruce significantly less than that. I'm about to get killed by the freaking farm.
Yeah, don't stand too close to it because they can still hit you. And it does a lot of damage if you have your light drop still. Duncan has found that out the hard way several times.
Has died to a farm that you can literally AFK.
Yep. Well, you can't necessarily AFK unless you leave something on your mouse button swinging.
Yeah, you can do that, but you just have to be careful and not go away for too long because you can starve to death.
That too, but I don't think you're going to that
That's how
quickly.
Landon died the second time.
Bruh.
Landon killed himself by starvation. Are you serious?
He was AFK at a farm. Yep.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
So I've got
Okay.
a second disc started underneath the island, so the island has had some progress made. The issue is I don't know what size to make it or what shape. I want to roughly
What did
follow
you
the
say
same
you
shape.
had?
I built a disc underneath the island to continue, like, starting to put together the skeleton of it, and then fill it out from there.
Oh yeah.
Doing this without creative is a pain. Obviously, that building anything without creative is a pain. And you've picked one of the hardest things
Building
to
something
do.
floating without
It's
creative is
Yeah,
particularly a pain in the ass.
it's not that bad, honestly.
It's mostly just annoying,
Oh yeah, I mean,
and
I'm
it's a
sure,
lot more tedious though.
I'm sure it is annoying, but here.
Do I have? No, I do not. Okay, time to go mine stone. Become a
So no more
child
octopus
labor.
lore.
Dude, child labor is so true.
Child labor enthusiast.
Me and my
What are
perfect
you
communist country addressing child labor.
what are you thinking
Oh,
that you are wanting the shape of it to look like?
I kind of want to mimic the one above it as is currently, and then work on doing like arches underneath it in some spots. I kind of want it to be like a cone, but not a perfect cone.
Okay. That's all I needed to
Mostly
hear.
pointing to a certain degree. See where the netherrack is down there? On the main spot of down right
Yeah, is
over
that where
here.
you want it to be at, like where the
I
cone to
oh,
start?
okay, I misclicked really badly.
Is this where you're wanting it to start? Right over here?
I think that's where I want it to end the point of.
Okay.
The point of it will end there. Converging all the way down to that spot. I think. I might bring it up slightly and not do so low.
Now that's perfect, because if you bring it up any higher, it's going to not look okay. It's going to look like someone.
Yeah, I don't want it to be super flat and rounded.
It's going to look like someone tried to bash its fucking head in.
Yeah, I don't want squatted. It'll look weird.
Okay.
I'm thinking, I think that's roughly a decent spot. I'm not sure.
I went to
Well,
back to a just random discussion. I went to a chiropractor today.
What?
you know, chiropractors are
Why?
just placebo.
Uh,
They don't actually do anything, but there are. It's not. There's another word. I can't remember the name. It's not chiropractor. It's a different one.
acupuncture.
No, that's needles and stuff.
Sure.
There's another word for it. Cannot think. They actually do help your body.